And
Hello,
I'm
and welcome to this edition of Nevada Legal Services Now Live. Today, we're going to talk about nearing the end of the state of emergency. I am Ray Gertken. I'm with Nevada Legal Services. And of course, I am joined today by David Olshan. Hello, David.
hello.
All right. So, David, why are we talking about the state of emergency ending today?
Well, because Governor Sisolak declared an end to the state of emergency on May 20th, which is next Friday. Next Friday, yes. I had to check my calendar. That's why I drew that out a little bit. We want to talk about the implications. Some are real and some aren't. So we just want to dispel any rumors. First of all, the state of emergency is basically a legal requirement. Most of the time, it's during disasters where you're eligible for federal FEMA money when you do declare a state of emergency, like a fire, hurricane, flood. But in this case, it's the COVID pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic, and it is ending again May 20th. So some landlords may sort of assume that because the state of emergency is ending, AB 486 is ending. That is not the case. The legislature was rather intelligent for one of the few times. The AB 486, which allows you to have a defense if you're going after rent assistance, that ends June 2023 or until the money runs out. And from what we understand, the money hasn't run out. So that should continue at least until June of 2023, we hope. And don't let your landlord fool you. If you go after rent assistance, you will have a defense to an eviction. We also know that PUA, Pandemic Unemployment Assistance, has ended, but you may maintain any claim with an effective date of September 4th or earlier. Yes, there are claims that are still pending and they're still processing these. And you can't file a new claim, but you can pursue an existing claim. One of the things that does end on the 20th of May is the automatic sealing of your non-payment eviction. That will end when the state of emergency ends on May 20th, next Friday. So if you go in on an eviction on Thursday, it's a non-payment eviction, it will seal automatically, probably on the 20th as well, but on May 23rd, it won't. It'll still be part of the record. You can still seal it, but it's not the automatic sealing that you have under AB 141. Also, good cause for leaving work. If it's related to COVID, if there is a COVID-related reason that you left work and have an overpayment, that is sort of good cause to waive the overpayment or good cause for leaving work. And that is ending with the state of emergency ending on May 20th.
Which is interesting considering that COVID is still a thing and all people do is talk about the next wave.
That goes to the how politics are playing a part in this pandemic, and vaccinations and wearing a mask. It's First Amendment right not to wear a mask. All this kind of BS that's being perpetuated puts pressure on everyone, Democrats and Republicans, to basically say the pandemic is over, take off your mask, get COVID, and die. So, you're free to make your own choice. And I think if you are looking at the situation realistically, do you want to get the worst flu? Even if you're vaccinated, you can still get Omicron or the BA 2.12 or whatever, and there will be variations and mutations. So the pandemic isn't over, but the state of emergency is.
And just so you know, as far as the auto sealing of non-payment evictions, there is still, this is just the automatic sealing. There is still an eviction sealing statute that is not ending. So if, an eviction happens after May 20th, you still can file a motion to seal an eviction. It's just not automatic.
Right. It's not the end of the world.
And then what is happening on the federal level?
Well, the federal level, it's up to the president basically, but food stamps, or SNAP as they're known, those changes are based on our state governor in the state of emergency. So at the end of June, low-income SNAP beneficiaries were getting an increased maximum benefit that was basically up to the maximum benefit for a single person of $95 a month. So if your subsidy was lower than that, they did raise it up to 95. And I know off the top of my head, that's a single person household, but it goes up. For a 4-person household, I think it's about $600. But if you were not eligible for that higher amount, it's going to end at the end of June. And the thing that's sort of sobering is that there's about 400,000 people in Nevada receiving SNAP benefits. So for some of them, this change at the end of June will result in a decrease in their SNAP benefits or food stamp benefits. So for food insecurity, we know it's still a problem because $95 is not going to satisfy your hunger unless you get a Snickers bar, but it's not going to satisfy your food needs. It's just to supplement your food needs. So if there's less to supplement it, there's still going to be food insecurity. Sorry, I made that hangry.
Yeah.
I couldn't help myself.
It was good. It was seamless.
Okay.
All right. But that today, short and sweet, are the updates for when the state of emergency ends as it relates to the things that Nevada Legal Services deals with: evictions, unemployment, and SNAP benefits or food stamps. Any final comments, David? Otherwise,
no,
it's done for today.
It's just my constant sort of mantra: just be safe and understand that there's a greater risk of getting COVID than dying in a car accident. So, make your choices, obviously, but be safe.
All right, that will do it for today. Please, if you are in need of legal services, please feel free to reach out to us. You can apply online through our website or gain access to more information on our website, nevadalegalservices.org. But thank you, David, for providing us with this update, and we will talk later.